Okay, guys, so let's talk about balancing equations. The worksheet you're going to start with this week will be I've given you the substances, I'm just asking you to balance. That's the only skill. But I wanted to review for you how you would write out the equation from words. And so we have first aluminum bromide is one of our reactants, and the other one is chlorine. We have to remember we have 7 diatomic elements, and chlorine and bromine are each of those. Those are both, well, chlorine's a gas, bromine will be a liquid. It's one of our room temperature liquids of elements. And chlorine is reacting with aluminum bromide. So we have to go back to our periodic table, and we have to remember what the charge would be on aluminum and what is the charge on bromide. Bromide is Br minus, and aluminum is Al3 plus. So we always put the cation first, and we have to make the charges equal out to 0. So I'm going to need 3 bromides for every 1 aluminum. So it would be AlBr3. And then for the products, this reaction, it helps to figure out the products if we know what type of reaction it is. And this one is an element with a compound, so this must be single displacement. So we're going to replace bromine with chlorine because chlorine is in the same group or family. They're both nonmetals, and one nonmetal will replace the other nonmetal. And so we're going to get AlCl3 plus Br2, which would be a pure liquid. Now, this is clearly not balanced. I have 2 chlorines here, but 3 over here. So the least common multiple between those two would be 6. One strategy you can use is to write down the elements underneath your equation arrow. And I have 1 aluminum, 2 chlorines, 3 bromines. 1 aluminum, 3 chlorines, 2 bromines. Clearly not balanced. And it has to be balanced. I can no longer touch those subscripts. Those are fixed. So now I'm going to use coefficients out in front to balance this. So I can't use 4, I can't use 5. So I'm going to have to go to 6 of chlorine and bromine. So I would need a 3 here and a 2 here. And that's going to change this to 6 and this to 6. But it also changes the aluminums here to 2. But I think that's going to work out okay. Always try and balance elements last if they're by themselves. But this case, we're going to go ahead and balance out those bromines. I've got to get them to 6. So I want to multiply this one by 2 to get 6, and this one by 3 to get 6. So since I multiply by 2 here, I would put a 2 out in front. Since I multiplied here by 3, I put a 3 out in front. But this also changed the aluminum to 2. So now I have the same numbers of aluminum, same numbers of chlorine, and same numbers of bromine on each side of the equation. So this equation would be balanced. I do not require you to put 1s out in front. I will understand that there is a 1 present. So I think this is pretty much all you need. You should be able to balance equations pretty well. Tomorrow we'll have a new video on something a little more complicated. Have a great day.